Welcome to the second webinar of PennTAP's Building Retuning and Energy Sustainability series. During this webinar, we will discuss building retuning, or BRT. I will give you a brief introduction on BRT, what it is and what the principles are. Then we will take a deeper look into the investigation phase of BRT, talk about what tools are useful, and provide walkthrough guidance and present examples of opportunities. After which, I will go into great detail about PennTAP and our services. What is BRT? Building retuning, or BRT, is a prescriptive approach to identify and correct no-cost or low-cost building operational problems that lead to energy waste. The purpose of this webinar is to train participants on how to make your buildings more efficient, which can lead to energy savings and reduce operating costs. The principles of BRT are simple. If you don't need it, turn it off. If you do need it to keep running, run it efficiently. If you don't need it at full power, turn it down. You want to learn your building's personality so you can get the results you're looking for, such as knowing where your occupants are and at what time of day will help you adjust your controls on your energy systems to reflect your real needs. Also, train staff and occupants so you're successful in reaching your goals to reduce energy costs. There are 5 steps to BRT: data collection, building walkthrough, implementation, documentation, and sustain. We will briefly look at each step before going into our deeper discussion about the investigation phase. Data collection. Information is collected first in data collection. Gather your utility bills and see if there's any trend in your energy consumption. This will be useful when planning your walkthrough. Types of data you should consider collecting are meters in your utility bills, the size, age, and type of building, as-built and construction documents, operation and maintenance manuals, sequence of operations, types of equipment, recent repairs, or equipment maintenance schedules, construction or changes to the building, building occupancy, planned shutdown schedules, the original use of the building, and the current mission of the building. After the data is collected, you can start to profile the information you have. For example, consider a utility bill analysis. Look at your facility's current energy assets and energy consumption. Before even considering changing out the filthy blocked air filter, you should look at your existing energy use of your system to understand, as much as possible, the existing profiles exhibited and any causal relationship you can identify. Benchmarking your energy consumption will give you a better understanding of where your energy is going, and it will help you identify where to focus your attention. Once you have the data collected, now it's time to investigate. Look at your building's conditions and operations. You want to investigate both during the heating season and the cooling season to see if everything is operating properly. You want to log all information and observations during the walkthrough. This will help you capture opportunities and ultimately calculate potential energy savings. There are many areas to investigate during a walkthrough, such as your lighting, your building envelope, all parts of an HVAC system, your hot water system, and your air distribution. Also, remember safety first. During your walkthrough, make sure to consider the nature of each system. High temperature equipment, electrical configurations. Make sure to wear the proper protection equipment. Consider ladder safety if you're going on a roof, and other safety precautions as they pertain to you. Implementation. Application of prescriptive retuning measures. You have a list of opportunities from your investigation. Employing implementation will impact your baseline, supporting your equipment, and positively impacting your energy consumption. Step 4, documentation. Reporting retuning findings and your impacts. You've found opportunities throughout your facility. You know what to do for implementation to fix the identified problems. Now you need to document and calculate the savings And so you can see how to rank your projects to select which ones to pursue going forward with first. Documentation also takes into account what has already been done. So there's a physical record of changes that can be later reflected on or adjusted. This would be most useful in a preventative maintenance program. The Department of Energy, or DOE, offers many energy and cost-saving calculators for energy-efficient products on their website. These can help you find and calculate savings for your projects as well. Now that you have completed your investigation and have implemented projects, you want to improve continuously. You can achieve this in many ways. Consider an energy management system for your facility, continue to benchmark using Portfolio Manager and the Asset Score tool, continue forward with preventative maintenance programs, upgrade your energy-saving products when you can. Also, tell your story about your current BRT projects. This encourages behavior changes with the occupants of the building and also inspires department heads to fund future projects. Now, let's dig deeper into the investigation phase. To recap, the investigation phase. Identify operational problems and energy-saving opportunities using the information that you have collected during your data collection phase. Here are a few tips for building walkthroughs. Investigate all building conditions and operations using your senses. Look, listen, smell, and touch. But be sure to be careful and thoughtful before touching anything. Remember safety first. Remember to investigate times a day that include both occupied and unoccupied hours. Those times when the space is being used during the nights, weekends, or even during holiday breaks. Consider investigating 2 times a year, once during the heating season and then again during the cooling season. Also consider during shutdown periods, such as a long holiday, equipment maintenance shutdowns, or the summer if you're a school. Remember to log all of your information and observations. This will help capture opportunities and ultimately calculate potential energy savings. There are low-cost energy tools that can help you identify opportunities during the walkthrough. A Seek infrared camera for an iPhone or Android phone will help you detect hot spots or heat loss depending on the season. There are also airflow meters that help measure the airflow and detect leaks. Also, a simple trick for the average height human. Pick out a selfie stick with buttons on the handle so you can extend your camera phone plus your energy tool of choice into a higher, hard-to-see place without too much fuss. Other helpful tools include laser measurement tools, which can assist in the square foot calculations. Very handy for when you might not have a second pair of hands to help you. Air velocity meters to measure airflow. This can help you understand what your baseline expectations are, but also show you, per se, a clean air filter versus a dirty air filter. These tools are all low cost and immediately helpful. These are your common areas to investigate during a building walkthrough. Information collected in this step will be used to identify operational problems and energy-saving opportunities to plan implementation of retuning measures. The next few slides will give you examples of weather stripping, door seals, and window caulking opportunities. Look at the photos. Do you see any images that remind you of similar to your facility? Perhaps the main entrance of your building needs adjusted, or the garage door that for your deliveries has huge gaps where you can see daylight shining through. Maybe the double doors to the maintenance building need a new seal. These are a few examples. Here are some more. Here, using the infrared cameras, we can reveal the cold air infiltration around the windows and around an air conditioner. With windows, look at the condition of the window. Are they foggy? Do they open? Do they close? Are they single paned or double pane? Do they need caulking? Are they cracked or broken? Does your facility have any opportunities for insulating and sealing cracks around your building? You want to look for pipe penetrations, improperly sealed holes, air gaps, missing seals or caulk, cracks in caulking and joints. Let's see what opportunities to look for with heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, or HVAC systems. When looking at your HVAC system, look for missing or damaged panels. Look for oil leaks or drips from the refrigeration components. Air leaks can be found around exposed ductwork on the roof curb for rooftop units. You want to keep all your units clean and clear of debris. Keep foliage from growing too close. Feel and listen for air leaks around exposed ductwork. Look at your coils. Are the indoor or outdoor fins dirty, damaged, or leaking? Are the drain pan and line clean and clear of debris? Consider the fans and the motors on the system. Check the belts for tightness. Check the pulley alignment. How is the vibration? Remember to look at the wheel housing, mounts, bearings, and to make sure of the correct rotational direction. While examining HVAC equipment, look for blocked air, such as in this image. Are the outdoor dampeners wide open or fully closed? Are there missing condenser fans? Think of any other conditions that might affect performance. With your HVAC system, let's think about your controls. The thermostat, for example. Do you have multiple thermostats? Are they possibly overlapping due to doors? Have you remodeled and therefore changed the size or location of rooms and types of rooms? Make sure the thermostat is not in a place close to a heat source or behind things that will impede their ability to sense the room temperature. Is it on an exterior wall? Check out this photo. It represents a number of opportunities. First, we have a heating system. Below is single-paned windows, so the heat is going out the cracks through the windows. The thermostat is next to the heating system on an exterior wall. These poor occupants, they're never going to be warm. We touched on this earlier when looking at opportunities within your HVAC systems. Remember to look for damaged ductwork or leaks in your system. These photos are great illustrations of this. Next, let's take a look at lighting. According to the EPA and DOE, lighting can account up to 40% in commercial and office-based buildings. When considering lighting, look around your facility and see what you have for existing lighting. You may have fluorescent tubes such as T8s, T12s, or T5s in cafeteria, offices, and hallways. Maybe you have outside lights with high-pressure sodium vapor or metal halides. Perhaps you have incandescent or even CFLs throughout your facility. Take a look to get an idea of what you have and how you can upgrade to newer technology to help you save on energy costs. When you're looking at lighting opportunities, consider, are the proper light levels being maintained or are you overlit? Is there an opportunity to de-lamp? Here is where you can use a light meter to verify your light levels. Light levels are determined in the Illuminating Engineer Society standards, or IES standards. They have recommendations for required spaces. IES recommends 20 to 50 foot candles for office spaces, 30 to 50 foot candles for gymnasiums, 10 to 30-foot candles for loading docks, and 20 to 50-foot candles for mechanical rooms. Is there an opportunity for you to take advantage of natural daylight? You can use well-placed signs also at manual light switches to help your occupants understand to turn off and on lights as needed. Think of places for occupancy sensors, such as your bathrooms and locker rooms. Are your lamps and fixtures clean of dirt and debris? Something to consider. Let's talk a little bit now about the hot water systems. You may use hot water for space heating and, of course, for your domestic hot water. For heating, you want to insulate the tanks and feed lines. Look for leaks, external and internal. For example, internal can be found in steam traps. Look for those loose or missing insulation pieces. See if you have a high stack temperature. For hot water, do you have Energy Star rated units? What is your hot water temperature setting? In general, pipes that aren't insulated give off a great deal of heat, making the system less efficient. This is where you can also use a thermal camera to help identify uninsulated pipes and possible broken steam traps. Moving on to office equipment. Are computer screens turned on or off? Over the past 2 decades, use of office equipment has increased significantly and continues to increase. There's not too much that can be done with office equipment other than informing staff to turn them on or off when required. Also making sure to turn off on weeknights and for weekends. Some computer equipment can also be set up to automatically go into an energy-saving mode if they're configured properly. Are there portable space heaters or fans running in unoccupied areas, such as a server room? Consider the need for this and the need for the equipment to be running. Also consider Energy Star appliances if there is a need. Each place has a different job. Not are all the same and should therefore be considered when you're readying for implementation. While walking inside the building, use a temperature gun and make spot measurements to note the temperature. What is the typical temperature? Does it feel unusually dry or humid? Talk to the people in these rooms to get a general understanding of their comfort. How does the building temperature and humidity feel to the occupants? Check out conference rooms too. Are they too hot or too cold? At this time, I'm going to give a brief overview of PennTAP. PennTAP, Pennsylvania Technical Assistance Program, was established in 1965 as one of the nation's first technical assistance programs. PennTAP is a federal, state, and university partnership to help stimulate statewide economic development. PennTAP helps organizations maximize their competitiveness through in-person consultations, unbiased technical advice, and connections to Penn State experts, resources, and programs. We focus on helping firms that normally do not have their own in-house expertise or resources to resolve specific technical questions or needs. There are currently 2 different service areas that our technical advisors focus on: energy and environment, and innovation. PennTAP has 2 platforms in which we offer our services. We have Energy and Environment Team that offers P2, E2 assessments, E3, and ENMS, Energy Management Systems. Then we offer Innovation as well, which covers products and process improvement, the Learning Factory at Penn State, and student entrepreneurship. Our technical advisors perform pollution prevention and energy efficiency P2, E2 on-site visits, provide recommendations for improvements in energy utilization and waste reduction, prepare and deliver on-site assessment reports, and provide assistance completing grant applications for project implementation. E3, Energy, Environment, and Economy, objective is to help Pennsylvania manufacturers define and implement strategies designed to improve energy, environment, and economic efficiencies. Our technical advisors perform pollution prevention and energy efficiency on-site visits featuring activities in which lean manufacturing techniques are applied to focus on energy and environment issues as well. It includes E3 training for the team of employees, followed by a facility P2 E2 assessment conducted under the direction of a PennTAP technical advisor. An energy management system, or ENMS, is designed to help an organization take a systematic approach to achieving continual improvement in energy performance by creating a framework to integrate energy efficiency into existing management systems. An ENMS can help you establish the policies and procedures to plan, identify, prioritize, and implement projects that help you improve your facility's energy performance. Formal recognition of a company's ENMS is accomplished using ISO 50001 standard, the Superior Energy Performance, or SEP certification, and the Department of Energy's new 50001 Ready designation. ISO 50001 is an international standard establishing and maintaining an ENMS. Implementing ISO 50001 can not only lead to better energy performance, but it also can improve a corporate image. SEP is a more rigorous energy performance certification developed by the Department of Energy that requires verified energy and performance improvements. 50001 Ready is designed for organizations that do not want to implement the certified ISO 50001, but want an energy management system using the principles and theories behind 50001. There is the Ready Navigator online tool available in this case. 50001 Ready is great for companies that want the benefits of an ENMS without the ISO 50001 certification costs. PennTAP is still compiling our 2017 data, but in 2016, PennTAP's Energy and Environment team performed 64 P2 E2 assessments, 2 E3 assessments. The team also provided 11 school districts and municipalities building retuning coaching and training events, also educated hundreds of individuals on various energy and environment topics. This work resulted in providing economic benefits totaling more than $1.1 million, eliminating 3.6 million kilowatt hours of electric use, eliminating over 15,000 million British thermal units, or MMBTU, in natural gas usage. The reduction of greenhouse gas emissions equivalent to eliminating 534 passenger vehicles. PennTAP is in its second year of a current 5-year plan with the USEDA University Center program to enhance and build economic development in Pennsylvania by leveraging Penn State resources with businesses and community partnerships. We do that by engaging students and faculty in technical design and operational efficiency projects to help entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs overcome hurdles. There are 17 innovation hubs located at Penn State campuses around the Commonwealth to help with new business and new product creation. The Learning Factory supports over 200 student team engineering design projects every year to help sponsors advance technical challenges towards viable solutions. There are mechanisms in place to allow sponsors to retain all intellectual property that might be of value to the organization from these sponsorship projects. The Learning Factory has been engaging students with company sponsors for over 22 years. The Learning Factory allows students to demonstrate before graduation their abilities to perform in a work environment. It also allows organizations to build engagement networks with faculty and staff within Penn State. Also allows for small companies to benefit from inexpensive but high quality engineering services, and also allows companies a long-term interview with potential students they might want to hire after graduation. Each year, the results grow to larger impacts. By partnering with Invent Penn State, our ability to help organizations and entrepreneurs has broadened significantly around the Commonwealth. The Inc.U student entrepreneurship efforts have helped advance many student companies to where their student founders are working full-time after graduation, building their companies within Pennsylvania and beyond. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge these resources used during this presentation. I would also like to thank everyone who participated during this webinar, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I am Alana Colvin. I can be reached at that web address, or you can contact PennTAP at that phone number. Thank you for your time. This now concludes the webinar.